the game as we have our players. 1-0 still might be considered the favorite. One of the youngest players in the scene, one of the most successful players, the only one recently that was able to beat Happy. Still second place in the ELO ranking, despite his win against him in Dubi Engine of Wonders Cup. The Undeads once again considered the favorites here. But sometimes, you know, when the stakes aren't too high, he doesn't bring his very, very best, fooling around a little bit. And here in the group stage, it's mostly about seedings for the playoff stage. For LawLiet, it could be about making a statement that he is back at the top of the scene. And we're ready, asking the players for the go. And the game starts. Last Refuge. Tricky. Can't play a Warden really. Keeper is not that easy. But we've seen a development more towards Demon Hunters anyway. So, is that what we'll see, or does LawLiet have new tricks up his sleeve? First match for both of these competitors in TP League 2023. And is this personal? Two former teammates in Team ELL alongside Lin. Ooh, what the hell? What the hell? There's no altar. Neutral hero. Panda, Beastmaster, Dark Ranger. Quite some options. Okay, this is interesting right off the bat. I haven't seen this before, did I? For 1-0, there's basically only one opening. It's DK Ghouls. The question is expansion or no expansion. Last time he tried to brute force an expansion here, he was punished quite hard. Archer opening, altar coming now. Panda is of course fantastic versus ghouls. Panda can also be used to threaten expansions with the Breath of Fire, but so can summons. So can a Beastmaster. Krulby's pretty good against ghouls as well. But yeah, not going with a Demon Hunter. Definitely a curveball by LawLiet. But does it matter in the end? Or will 1-0 just be too strong? Could be similar to how you play Night Elf vs Human on this map. Just Beastmaster, level 2 creep and then pressure a lot. We got our eyes glued to the tavern. It's ready now. Dark Ranger. Wow. Can't be coiled. Very good against ghouls to create skeletons off of them. And that is number... Oh, no! One with the black arrow was about to say. There we go, but denied. Wow, this feels like 2007. Is this Sasa? Is this Old Moon? Not the greatest start by the instant deny, but also a Shadow Priest for some healing. And yeah, level 2 immediately for silence. Or will it be Life Drain? Scourge Bone Chimes. Well, for the Skellies, maybe okay. But then that's about it. Yeah, this is an anti-expansion play, isn't it? And 1-0, if he figures this out early, and it's just text, which is exactly what he does. How much value does the Dark Ranger really have? Is this a gamble that's not paying off? Or is there late game value?
Forces are under attack.
So far, so standard. The tier 3 timing seemed very effective still. on the maps that 1-0 won against LawLiet in Show Cup. Oh, claws on the ground. LawLiet. There we go. And of course, lots of skeletons. You can harass or creep a lot with it. Supposed to be a scout, but instant level 3. That's what he needed. I don't hate LawLiet's position so far. Lots of damage, but everything is glass cannon. Illusions coming in. Uh-oh, Berserker out of position. Easy to approach. Oh, that's a big kill. Needs to deny. Doesn't necessarily get it. But yeah, Necromancer up against skeletons now. That's rare to see. But 2 mercenaries instantly killed. Big boost in experience. But so far they keep it even. Tier 2 on the way. Expo on the way. Hunter's Hall on the way. Not forgotten about. Oh. Oh, wrong. There we go. Sorry about that. Ghouls don't hold much value though, do they? They'll be sniped instantly. It is powerful against the tier 3 frenzy push. Do you have to adapt on the fly? Do you know from ladder? Dark Ranger Panda. Alright. Illusion's not used to wake up the creeps and use it against the Tree of Life. Panda needs to creep. Dark Ranger's at a good spot. But not the side yet, whether to go for Silence or Life Drain. Life Drain can be powerful later on. Well, I'm not fooled by this, but maybe for... Oh, here's the Silence. No coil possible. Oh, Panda gets it. Shredder is there too. Anchor for Incarnation, not bad. Good Silence. Also, nice to position the Dark Ranger here out of XP range as a scout, as a solution against the DK harass. And that covers the expansion for now. Of course, the right alley of Last Refuge is an invite for ghouls to pressure. But no statues yet, moving into fiends already. And the Panda has some time to level as we unfold Dryads. 1-0 has to break this. Sooner than later. Could still opt for a counter expansion as well. Multiple options. Lots of scouting so far, but a rather calm game. Doesn't feel like 1-0 knows the timings inside out. Full mana also. AP to protect. How many ghouls do we have? How powerful is this tier 3 push gonna be? It's only 6. It's really not that many. Skeletons very good against fiends, but you can maneuver them out of range and very hard to kill them compared to ghouls, so it won't be too many skeletons. And the Panda, well, the Panda can fry fiends on a higher level. Dryads coming, Expo paying off. Solid and smooth start for LawLiet. This Dark Ranger is, for now, paying off. But this is it, isn't it? Ghouls called, level 3, Scroll of the Beast, Potion of Greater Healing. There is a defensive setup. AP, Moonwell, Engine of War. Panda 3 is so important for this fight. And he gets it. The one creep that was necessary. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, first coil immediately. Nova to the archers though. Ouchie! And I don't think there was enough round of production for the Dryads to really pay off. They need to be built in masses. The mischance of the Drunken Haze, very nicely done. But the Panda is low already. Coil doesn't hit. Oopsie! LawLiet Still with the massive supply lead, reinforcements are kicking in. Panda is in trouble, but has an Ankh, no problem with that. But the statue value, of course, is immense. And the dust settles and the ghoul push has been defended. Rather easy, I'd say. Expansion untouched. Creep camp stolen, okay. But time to recover. Time for more dryads. Time for upgrades. Time for healing. And now we're going into a Fiend Destroyer army. Wow, this is working really nicely. Legion Doomlord also not the luckiest item. Would be fantastic for LawLiet. So I guess 1-0 is moving into A-bombs or wagons soon with Disease Cloud. LawLiet, look at how confident LawLiet is. Approaching a rat spot, leaving his expansion unprotected really. Cut gas pipe, excellent. And clicking tier 3 immediately. Usually when you build 2-base dryads, you stay on dryads for a long time. Oh, fodder for the Destro. He snipes again. DK went to the shop, I think. Yep, 4 heal scroll against the Panda. Absolutely necessary. XP-wise, it's pretty even. 4-3, 4-3. Not much left on the map. And yeah, A-bombs are coming. Classic 1-0 move. On the other side, ferries and hippos as anti-air. 58 supply. Heal scroll used for 1 dryad plus the staff. That's a solid save. Oh. A little bit of chip damage to make the mana regen work. But this is running. Running and running and running. Skeletons get good vision, threatening a ghoul. He might get lumber issues soon, but he has Disease Cloud and Research, so he doesn't need much more. Dragon Ace, Breath of Fire. Yeah, this is awesome. And there's no web yet. Okay, we'll be there in time. Nicely anticipating the transition. Frost Armor? Really? Against the poison damage, is that necessary? Dark Ritual probably not that effective if you're not having ghouls. And skeletons get dispelled. Might be a right call. Still, Ankh on the Panda getting triggered pretty much right away. This was an easy snipe. And there's more where this one came from. Uh-oh! Is he just killing it? No, right? Brute Force moment by 1-0. Breath of Fire hits nicely. Dryad Kiting seems okay. Damage up time is fine too. First Fiend down. The A-bomb is soaking up a lot of damage, but for how much longer is the question. Dark Ranger oh, Panda needs to be staffed out. Is staffed out. And now Hippos are coming in against the Destro. Doesn't want to commit it yet. Wants them in numbers. Patient play. 1-0 retreating. Waiting for reinforcements. As we also have a slide of Engines of War and APs to help on the defense. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. The Hippo over the forest trying to get vision. Got killed off right away. They are master training. Once the bears are out in numbers, what? Fiends will have a rough time. Weird positioning here. Only small holes everywhere for the dryads to come through. Bear! Ooh, that was a close affair. AoE looks good. Can all the dryads connect? This is such a wonderful setup, and I think the staff is on cooldown. Yep, Panda has to go for a potion. Nicely accessible this shop is. Weird to see no Orb of Venom, but of course doesn't really make sense to go for Orb of Venom when you have Black Arrow already. And the Panda's not a good orb carry in general. It's only a 10 supply lead. Panda in trouble again. Coil used defensively. Could have killed the Panda, I think. That was close. Another staff. And here are fairies. Relatively easy to break. And the statues provide so much regen. Seems like the heroes don't do enough damage. LawLiet can't break out of his main anymore. Coil Nova again, that's level 5. The late game composition just not powerful enough without a Demon Hunter, without a Keeper, without the Orb Carries, and of course without a Warden. So much money going into the Panda's healing. There we go. Oh, double kill. Okay, is that the moment to break out? Dark Ranger staff has to be ready. Isn't. But yeah, fully committing to this now. And the fiends are disappearing in seconds. No abominations anymore. It's all about the heroes. It's all about the statues. But it's also a lot about the Panda. We keep that 10 supply gap up. And now LawLiet out of range of the AP. Needs to retreat, needs to heal. Still nighttime! Ooh, Steph is on cooldown for 20. Is the shops... Does he have potions available? LawLiet in danger with his hero town portal. Yeah, needs to keep this one alive. But the Lich and the DK, they're just shocking around. They're waiting for the new position. What the hell? He portaled to the expo. That's not too great. It's only the Dark Ranger defending this. Crazy. And all of a sudden the supply gap is closed. Lots of gold on 120. And how do you engage this? How do you engage this position? Black Arrow disabled. It is Orb of Venom now. Oh, GNL there being sniped immediately. Bad position. 120 TP's out. Doesn't want to be stuck with instant resupply. We have ourselves a game, everybody. 120 does it against a huge gold lead of LawLiet that's growing and growing and growing, of course. But the sustain and disarming was great. The Breath of Fire alone on level 2, not powerful enough to get rid of the fiends immediately. And there was always a statue. Always statue regen. So effective. And now greedy LawLiet stays at 50, trying to bank a lot. This game he had no chance to go for multiple engines of wind, which is usually his play. Is there double crypt? No, right? Nope. Just A-bombs fiends, and LawLiet might be caught. There's a TP still. All these items were so expensive. He couldn't really build a big army. And here's the push. Nature's Blessing is online. 3 destroyers! And all the Dryads get sick. Uh-oh. This might be the end for LawLiet on map 1. Bears that are disappearing because the single target damage is way too crazy. Silence on the heroes working well can be dispelled, is dispelled. And the Panda, as tanky as he is with almost 1k HP and 8 armor, just doesn't look like it. 1 focus fire and he's out of the fight. New defensive setup. LawLiet trying desperately to hold on to this. But maybe he was waiting a little too long. Maybe he was a little bit too greedy. Nova on the bear. Staff must be ready. Staff is ready. How long can you repair this tree? Reinforcements coming in. Instantly webbed. And this fairy also not a good position. Hits 1 statue at max. But this fight engagement is buying time to heal and repair. Without the Panda, what can you do? He didn't heal! He wasn't able to heal! Needs the regen to work. And there's always a Coil Nova. Always a Coil Nova. You gotta be careful. And Disease Cloud is working over time. LawLiet broken. Not broken, broke. Sorry. At the 20-minute game. In a bit, 120 will be out of gold. And he never set up a second base. So this is time to brute force LawLiet out of this game very soon. Invo Potion dodges the burn. And the Panda is once again out of the fight, but the heroes are way too low. 1 more coil was there. What a nice tug of war between these two. They know each other inside out. They've been practice partners for a long time. LawLiet tried to surprise him, but that's not possible here. Time for an ultimate to celebrate. I don't think the mana is ready for that. But the fight goes to the undead. Wow. Crazy. This feels like LawLiet has nothing in the tank anymore. Not too many losses for 1-0, especially in the item department. LawLiet spent 2k gold maybe to save the panda over and over. And now he has to give up this base. Can he prolong the game until this is mined out? We're only at 900. Move the Tree of Eternity over and win the game from there straight up with economy. Double level 6. He did go for the ultimate. Death and Decay, of course, not the greatest. If your opponent is a Dark Ranger, you can instantly cancel it. There's still a bit of a bang for LawLiet.
Is under siege.
Dark Ranger ultimate far away. Panda level 5 far away.
A player's forces are under attack.
Utility seems good now with an Invo Potion. LawLiet seeking his luck with an offensive maneuver. The first time in a long time. Oh, the hippos, they're all getting caught! A mistake that can never, ever happen. 10 supply just wiped out. And there is a heal scroll against the panda, who's nuked once again. The 1k HP. They don't do anything. Roar used, but there are so many destroyers here. And the heroes are just not carries. They aren't. Destroyer last second. Nicely done. And there's no reveal, is there? I don't think so. Panda out of the game. Or out of the fight, at least. There's quite some kills possible now for LawLiet, though. It is once again the neck-and-neck fight. We do have life drain, but only level 1. Or level 3 would be really good. But LawLiet knows that this haunted gold mine is happening, and this is not the win condition. Nor is this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it her, though? 5.3 on the Dark Ranger. Bone Chime's gone. That hurts. When you're playing bears, especially. Might still be doable, though. Life Drain 3 would actually be sick, but I don't think you can afford a retrain. The 200 gold. I better invest into a Dryad. And another attack. The Disease Cloud, of course. Very good. There's one heal scroll. Oh, the Dark Ranger! Not part of this fight anymore! Heal scroll contributed early on. And Life Drain needs to be the savior, but the tick damage is just not that great. It might be the last fight of the game with the whooping 15 supply lead in favor of the undead. That's never great in this matchup. A-bomb finally gone. Panda needs to spit some fire, and he does. Reveal is ready, but so is the nuke on the Panda. One more spell, and these heroes are gone. Life drain over and over, but yeah, level 1 spell, 23 minutes in the game, that's not too efficient. And that's the end of Anya the Dark Ranger and its game. The tug of war ends with a 1-2-0 victory. Whew. Having the composure, keeping all nerves together, not make a mistake. This was a weird game and a weird position. To fight in. That choke at the LawLiet's base. 1-0 nicely identifying that the expansion is too fortified and it's the main base that you're supposed to hit. Water on the mills of the undead haters, as we have a 100% win rate for undead in 2023. That's how it's supposed to be. And yeah, is this Dark Ranger experiment over now? Or will it be played somewhere else too? Make the Reddit threads? Exactly. I think LR is a pretty tough match for LawLiet. Concealed is next, that should be better. Better to expand. More time. Is it the return of the Demon Hunter? Is it maybe even the return of a Warden? How would this fight look? Oh, Hanky! Thank you very much. Happy New Year's. Thank you, dude, that you let me in at the Meisterschafts finals. When does it continue? Relegation is in 2 weeks or something. Or qualifiers are in 2 weeks. Yeah, not having mana burn hurts in the late game stages. Damage was just not there. And I really wonder if Life Drain could have changed the late game fights a bit. Because Life Drain 3 is oftentimes underestimated. It's sick. Judging from the fights, I think both players fairly even. No big mistakes were made. But yeah, this was the pocket strat. Are we going back to standard, or is there more? On Concealed Hill, I guess Keeper should be the norm. Could also be Demon Hunter. I would be baffled if it's a Warden, but it's LawLiet. He makes it work more often than not. And he has to now, otherwise he finds himself alongside Focus last place. And that's not where you want to be. Of course, you know, okay, that was a super tough opponent. I can shrug this off. But yeah, it is a close affair. Just like it was on Show Cup. We start off with a Night Elf hero. No neutral Altar Tavern. Tavern hero. And for 1-0, once again, I would be very surprised to see an expansion that seemed figured out. I think LawLiet figured out undead expansions, so you gotta fool him a little bit for it to make it work. Oh my god. He does it. Warden on Concealed. Okay. Shadow Strike, I guess. Shadow Strike onto the DK. When in doubt, go for the Warden. Is there a better counterplay to it than what we've seen in the Show Cups?
A player's forces are under attack.
Play more defensively, maybe? Go for Death Pact, maybe? He knows now. It's once again first blood. This time he gets the experience. And a little bit of right click. We love to see that. DK starting his journey on the other side as well. Did he learn from the fact that expansions on Concealed are very, very hard and breakable? Instant level 1. Instant level 1 harass. Just like he did with the Demon Hunter. Good splits though. No real target for the Wisps, and this is what LawLiet played last week as well, last year. Make the early game as hard as humanly possible for the undead, and then win the game from there. Second Engine of War is of course an investment that delays the tech. But if you get a... Ooh, just walking in there, the ghoul's not ready for the block. Whoopsie. A little bit of a mistake. It's falling nighttime soon. But at the moment, the Warden can't heal. So maybe it's just a little bit too early. Blink. Very little use of Shadow Strike. It's only right clicks. And gets the kill. Not even a coil. And just walks out of there. And now the tech is running. If this is a big mana potion here, good luck 1-0.
A player's forces are under attack.
Staff, oh, was about to say, is available. But he rather queued another archer. Anticipating a creep jack, not here. So 1-0 is moving to the northern side of the map. So a little bit of wasted time, not going into the main again. Maybe he forgot the staff? It's a little odd. And now we're pushing in both bases. Warden Echo harass as early as possible. And 1-0 is just not here. How is he supposed to save this? The Scout Acolyte fell. There's one more Shadow Strike in a bit. But good defense, good base build, fast reactions, Blight Regen is helping. But it is denied mining time.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a lot of mining time.
A town is under siege.
By doing nothing, LawLiet gets quite ahead, but here's a big push. And that's level 3 as well. Nicely timed. And so the Warden has to get back. But arrived on tier 2. Without an expansion on either side. Now mining is fully restored at 9,500. Wow. 200 gold. Made the staff worth it, and this is not the last time we saw this, that's for sure. But there was not much creeping in the meantime. Warden far, far, far away from 3, and that's the big downside. Needs to creep simultaneously with Engine of War, with Shredders. He's trying. DK, of course, unable to coil a Rock Golem, but he can coil archers. Exactly. Also with the Sentry Ward. Sweet to see that. That's 2 archers, and that is soon to be 3 archers. Punishing the DK now, at least trying to, but man, bloody, bloody engagement. You don't want to be part of LawLiet's army now. But the Rock Golem finally gave him level 3. Shadow. Ooh, dodges the Shadow Strike with the TP. Scroll of the Beast. Not the item he was looking for. We get Dryads once again, and no sign of a second base as we're waiting for Lich. And all the sweet undead tier 3 upgrades. This one needs to carry. Now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wants to do a fine job. Taking spots away. The shop is empty. The turtles are gone. And on his side of the map, there's still a lot. Nature's Blessing research against the ghoul push, which will be coming. Oh, ouchie. Coil Nova immediately, as well as the Shadow Strike, but this is staff pretty much immediately, walking into 120's arms. But keeps him busy too. More creeping. The game has slowed down quite a bit from the action-packed early.
A player's forces are under attack.
One base tier 3. But an uncontested red spot as well. What do you got? Helm of Valor? Nah, not really what you're looking for. Careful, Coil might be coming. Or Nova. Careful. Close. Steals the High Priest, at least he got that. Do you want to fight now? I think you do. With Ghoul Frenzy, once again Frost Armor. Interesting choices. Because it can be easily dispelled. I'm not really sure why that's the pick here. And LawLiet isn't ready at all. He's so scared of that push that's to come. He's stalling time. There's not a single archer left due to all the Coil Nova. With the 2 APs in the base. That's the lifeline. And he did some chip damage here and there. Big Invo Potion. No TP though. But this push is what you have to survive. Pit Lord third. Wow. Okay. He does it again. Cleave. And wait, Howl?
A player's forces are under attack.
What? That makes no sense at all. Dryads are not affected by Howl. Warden doesn't do crazy right clicks. It's only against Roar of the Bears. Cleave would have made sense. Even Raid of Fire would have made sense to a degree. But Howl is odd. That's an odd choice.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, shop down. No orb. Only a potion. But yeah, these 2 APs. Really, really weird base build by LawLiet. Makes it super hard to engage. And we have our Tug of War again. With Warden only level 3. Blink isn't that easy. You've got to get rid of these ghouls. And then win the game from there. With your trees, with your bears, with your Warden. Blink back, but not having the shop is a problem. And also supply block is a problem. The Pit Lord itself is obviously a great tank. And our bears are ready. Still supply blocked. He's not rebuilding. Oh, statue. Not interceptor. Not rebuilding a Moonwell. Going for Wellspring now. He will never be higher than his 46 supply he has right now. The pressure on the DK, not too massive this game. It's always about ghouls, units. Focus fire a little off here. Frost Armor in this case pretty good until there's the spell. Are you ready now to walk out? Blink engagement onto the DK. No TP, mind you. Only the Invo Potion. Let's try to transfer it with another Shadow Strike or a Blink. That would have been it. Warden Nuke all of a sudden. Level 4 blinks away. TP out. A little bit of a panic move. The Pit Lord finally dies. So does the Shredder. The Bears are moving forward. LawLiet didn't lose too much. Almost got the DK. Got the level 1 Pit Lord. Finally the tank is out of the way. And the Invo Potion was passed. The DK is safe. Fountains, statues. 1-0 will be back in full. He wants the DK. Invis Potion. He did probably not anticipate this, but the counter nuke. Oh, this backfires hard. And did he go too far? Did he fly too high? Out of the comfort zone of his main base. Pit Lord back in no time. Shop controller as well. This did trigger the big Invo Potion though. So there might be another opening if you have the mana. He doesn't have a TP. Doesn't have a staff. How do you get out there? Maybe you're just forced to fight. Trying to steal the Drake. Trying to deny experience, but now we got Coil Nova level 2, and you know what that means. No Panda support at all. And level 2 as well. Oh, Death Pact it is! This is a cool switch that I love to see. Ooh. Sobi Mask as well, as if you need more mana when statues are there. Army is powerful. Or needs to stall time. Town portal, heal scroll, no invul.
A player's forces are under attack.
50 pop army.
Is under siege.
Warden is trying again. This is close to 5. Inches away from 5. But the push is coming and the Warden is missing. No TP. No staff. This Warden is not coming back. She has to walk all the way. Well, it's not too great. LawLiet with the StarCraft defense. Damage done in the base. Warden level 5. Now she walks back, but all the Moonwells are suffering from it. Is this holdable? Can he prevent the 2-0? So far, it's looking fine. He has to rebuild quite a bit, of course, but... Warden level 5, everybody. The Pitfall is preventing high-level undead heroes. Soaking up experience everywhere. Damage is mostly coming from Fiends and Coil Nova didn't know it was coming. The nuke always ends up on bears. 1-to-1 trades so far. No abominations this time. No disease cloud this time. No Pit Lord anymore. Really don't see the value of this third hero. Yayo, thank you for the 76-month resub. Happy New Year, everybody. Alright. Full out engagement, the first one in a while. He's chipping away with Shadow Strike. One coil was used. Can he reach the Fiend? Looks like it. That's one going down. If he takes great care of the Warden, that might be his fight here. Invo Potion to stay in the fight. Statue's almost depleted. LawLiet is finally breaking out of the fangs of the undead. But has to move away with a blink. He does. Sick hold! All the bears gone, but also all the Fiends gone if this one bites the dust. But against Dryads, do you really need so much more? Or is DK Lich statues just enough? How much longer? 4 minutes till the mains run out. He's getting close to 6. And then Avatar of Vengeance is obviously the solution. Pit Lord is getting intercepted. He tried to set up a little flank, but 6 Dryads is nothing. This is what he needs. 118 XP. That's what it's about. Oh, off to the Lich this time. Did not anticipate this, as there's full mana on the DK. It's, of course, crazy damage. Warden out of the fight. Will be greeted with the redo. Should be greeted with the redo. The Dryads are coming in from the left-hand side. Very, very hard to maneuver the Fiends now into a safe position. But he's just attacking. He doesn't mind at all. He's face-tanking them. Inches away. The coils are always there, though. And one more, and that might be the end of the Warden then. 60 HP. That's level 6. No mana anymore. Ooh, and it's still daytime. It's still daytime for so long. Is Avatar ready? Didn't even skill it yet. Warden, back. Still didn't skill it. There we go. But now here, there are no corpses. Avatar is ready, but what is an Avatar without many spirits? Takes the corpses away for skeletons, but there's no rot here, so that doesn't really matter. But LawLiet held long enough to finally level the Warden up to 6. Is that the game changer he needed? He was buying time, trying to force the town portal. Warden in trouble too! Coil! Countered as well, and the DK Ada Fiend is healthy again. Dark Ritual and Death Pact. Powerful, powerful spells. Ding dong, ding dang dong. Thank you for the 11-month resub. Now with this back at the fountain. It's getting more and more important for 120 to not lose any units. But the Avatar. Hola, careful, mate. Nothing's falling. It feels like just this one lousy spirit and finally level 2 on the Pitlord on half a level here. Supply is lying a little bit as long as the Avatar is online. Gotta redo, is safe again. Fiends intercepted. Weird rally points. We have another hero focus. My god, the amount of gold that have been invested into items is absurd in this game. Fiend healed for now. What a fight. This fight is lasting for 5 minutes now. Incredible. Can the Warden jump in and get the hero kill finally? She is jumping in. Blah, blink. And this has to be the town portal. Or another Death Pact. He wants to stay in. He knows once we're at the 21-minute mark, there's no income anymore. We do have a few spirits here now. And that's the TP out. And now what? 120. Now what? Supply gap is narrowing. We have 30 gold remaining here. 500 remaining here. He wants to stay in this game. TP. One lousy statue. No level 3 coil. No level 4 lich. This is the best situation that LawLiet has been in all series. But it's still not easy. Not easy at all. Avatar duration is over. Spirits will disappear, but good scout at the very least. But we have another fight. He rebought a TP, so the DK seems to be safe. Still nighttime, can hide in the shadows. And off we go. Nuke on both sides. Coil Nova on the Warden, Shadow Strike on the DK. The last big creep spot on the map. Might give him level 5. Can you prevent this? Can you stall time? Shadow Strike again. Playing nicely around the cooldown. Super nicely around the cooldown. And that's another Fiend gone. 4 healing, of course. Never reveal. Never ever reveal. We do have an Abomination. We also get Disease Star with the last bit of gold. 120 is investing into attack switch. There's reveal now. Moved away though. But LawLiet is mining in a bit. Still no level 5. The dragon was healing, or was healed by the Shadow Priest. LawLiet gives it up and then allows level 5. What a game. 23 minutes. And just rinse and repeat. This time with Avatar. Are there still corpses here? I do think so. They always reduce the hero's health to like 50% and then it's a stalemate. Dryads falling rather quickly here now. But they can be replenished. Mining started again. And no counter expo by 1-0. Every unit that's dead stays dead, but same goes for the Warden. Now, close to the fountain, heals up once more. Mana's looking okay as well, as the Avatar is still up. Crystal Ball sold for dust. That was a little more efficient, I guess. But he's taking care of the statues. They have no mana. They have nothing left, really. And you can't do anything against the spirits. It seems like it's 1-0's game to lose now. LawLiet's game to win. Dust used. But there is Blink. There must be a save, and there is. Hell of a match. Pure brawling for minutes. It feels like a 10-minute fighting. Straight up. Of course, the Warden is always involved. When she jump in, she's trying to, gets it! Item on the ground, Boots of Katalas, picks it up! That's amazing! Trying to nuke, doesn't work! And that was supposed to finance the expansion, I guess? Or at least another unit. Not possible anymore.
A player's forces are under.
And it's also solid damage for the Warden. This was great. This was real great. And now we can just live off of that base. 500 gold still. Would love to see an Invo Potion, but okay. He's a little slot starved. And once again, he's running out of options. This push has to hit hard. But it's so many Dryads. Warden has full mana. Pitlord 3 for Cleave. Don't underestimate the damage. He's a powerhouse now. Avatar duration is almost over as the Warden is trying to clean up the backline. Aggressive nukes every freaking where. And the push has been stalled. There's Nature's Blessing. There's 2k HP. And there's no siege units at all. When is the right time to engage? With the new Avatar up, which is now. Is that the one defense? The one last defense that he needs. Retreating, not too easy. There's no town portals. Dryads are intercepting. Bear safe to the side. And that's the DK. It's gotta be the DK, no? Still has an Invo Potion. Every unit that falls for 1-0 will never come back and raise a spirit. 20 supply lead now. The pure war of attrition with units and mana. In the end goes to LawLiet with the solo Warden on Concealed. The rejuve is kicking in big time. The saves were so nice. But a Coil Nova can always still decide a game. One slip and you lose it. But the way he's been playing this Warden and kills the Lich, deletes it from the game. GG. Epic. Epic map on Concealed. This is how we want to start the year. And the Undead 100% win rate is gone after 27 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. How to keep your composure over almost half an hour. This was stressful. This was taxing. But he held. Does the Pit Lord, or did the Pit Lord decide the game to a degree? Because there was never Nova 3. if that's a tastemaker for Warcraft 3 in 2023, we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. Very, very few mistakes on both sides. 1-0 took great care of his heroes, also of the units, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. Never tried to expand. Maybe that's a mistake. There was a lot of time where he kept LawLiet busy. But he thought that he could do it. No break between these guys. They just want to continue brawling. And why not? It's so entertaining. Game 3, the decision. Who follows happy to the top of the round robin group stage? 1-0 or LawLiet. I wonder if 1-0 misclicked the pitlot or something. This looked terrible. He played this in Show Cup as well. I didn't really understand it there. But hey, who am I? There must be a reason. I mean, he did tank a lot. That was the big upside for sure. But that's about it. I am not a fan either. Echo Owls. You know what that means? Warden again. The story of a million Shadow Strikes continues. Oh, wait, that's the old Echo Owls. Is that supposed to be that way? Ooh, who's this better for? Probably 1-0, I'd say. As there is no third gold mine, there's not too much experience. Yeah, this is certainly a bit better for 1-0. But shop control should be a thing. I mean, the players know. Maybe this is why LawLiet paused the game immediately. And it's the same game plan as before. Find the DK, pressure the DK, ideally kill the DK. And this time it's an expo. For the first time in this best of 3 series, 1-0 is trying to go for an expansion. And LawLiet had great tools to deal with it. Wisps are here. Oh, saves it. Nicely done. Detonate on 2 skellies. It's almost level 2. This game is Trouble City for 1-0. The DK, he will be pressured more. There's another Shadow Strike. Gets the last hit, prevents level 2 for the Warden. Can't use Blink, but he's blocked by his own units. Shadow Strike again. Is that just a kill? 60 HP. Warden trying to reach for a right click. The movement has to be excellent. The ghouls need to come in for the block. Gets another one. Is it enough? I don't think so. The Warden is surrounded there. Oh my. Survives with 20. Little bit of an invite, of course. That's level 2. That's more mana. That's a Shadow Strike. That's a kill. LawLiet doesn't care if this is Echo Owls 2, 3, or 55. Kills the DK after 3 minutes 50. Gets a huge XP boost. Can't get the Warden surrounded though. Oh my god, what a blunder. This... No cancel! No cancel!
Forces are under attack.
Four minutes, 12 seconds. The winner is LawLiet. And if you play a game like this, it really doesn't matter what version of Echo this is it? Whoa, this was a total disaster for 120. As I said, LawLiet found great solutions against undead fast expansion. From start to finish, just a horrible game for the undead, who loses the first series, and that makes the league really interesting. Speedrun, exactly. After this marathon on map 2. Wow, it took LawLiet 1.5 years to defeat 120, and now he does it twice in a row. 4 minutes. Whew. And then, yeah, I mean, the game was probably lost after the DK when he couldn't stop the warden. But then no cancel on this expansion. Wow. Fastest game of the year. Fastest game of the year by far. And that's the win for LawLiet. Happy on top of the league, LawLiet right behind. And 120 finds himself at the bottom alongside Focus. And LawLiet with some good points. I'm not really sure what the system says. Like how many points you get, if it's maps or if you get 3 points for a win or whatever. Probably map score. And that means Happy first, LawLiet second. Who will follow them? The next match is a classic. And we continue this in 7 minutes. It's time for the most decorated players in the history of Warcraft 3. Coming up is Moon versus Lyn for the first time in 2023. Bear with me.